Hey guys, what's up? So, as some of you know, in August was my birthday and I am 16 years old now, and I've been waiting to do this video because I've been expecting some books in the mail that you all know which books are by now because I've posted an unboxing in my channel recently. I'll link that somewhere in the description. And all of those books were birthday gifts, so I thought I'd share with you the books that I got and make a whole video. So let's get started. The first two books I bought for myself, or my mom gave them to me because she paid for them, but she pays for everything for me because she's my mom. But anyways, I picked these books up in the bookstore and I've been dying to read them since a long time ago because they were really hyped here on BookTube, and in August they were released here in Brazil, so I finally could read them. And the books were If I Stay by Gail Forman and Love Letters to the Dead by Ava Deliria. I don't know how to pronounce her name. If I Stay talks about the journey of this girl named Mia, who is a music prodigy. She plays the cello and she has a happy family and she loves her family, and she has a boyfriend named Adam, and everything is going great until they get into a car accident and all of her family but herself dies. So she has an out-of-body experience and she can see herself in a coma and getting attended by the doctors, and she can choose if she'd like to die and be with her family or if she'd like to live and be with her boyfriend and keep going with her life. And this book has been hyped a lot, and it's being hyped right now because the movie came out a few days ago or weeks, I don't know, but it's been hyped a lot and I was really excited to read it. And I read it and it wasn't that good for me because I've seen it being so hyped that I expected something great, but I don't know, it was a bit awkward for me and I didn't feel connected with the characters until the very end, and it has an abrupt ending and I don't know, it wasn't worth the hype for me. And I've seen a lot of movies and TV shows with the out-of-body experience topic and I feel like they could have done better, and the topic wasn't explored as well as it could be. So I gave it 3 stars and it wasn't that great, but it was a quick read. And the second book, Love Letters to the Dead, is a story about a girl named Laurel whose sister just died and she's going into high school and she goes into a new school and it's all very tough and complicated for her, and she tries to be like her sister, and it's a really deep and heavy book. It has really heavy subjects and trigger warnings, and I don't know how I feel about this book. I've read it and it's so heavy. I gave it 4 stars, but it felt weird to me. All I have from this book in my mind is a question mark, and I don't know how I felt about it because it reminded me a lot of Perks of Being a Wallflower, because the author had writing lessons with Steven Chbosky, and I kind of feel like it was a lot like Perks of Being a Wallflower, but it was still good. I feel like everyone should pick this book up and have their own opinion about it, because my opinion is just like, psh, I don't know what the hell is going on. But it was a good read, I think. I don't know. The next book I have, my best friend gave it to me and I had never really heard about it other than a little bit about in BookTube, and I was really curious to read. And it is The Storied Life of A.J. Freak. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. And it's the story of a librarian. He drinks a lot because his wife died and she was like the love of his life. And as I said, he's a librarian, so he picks the books that are going into his library. And this woman named Amelia works for a publishing company and she goes to the library to sell the books to AJ so he can put in his library and she can get her money because he's the one who picks all the books, obviously. And one day a mystery box shows up in the front of the library and they have to figure out what is in it and who put it there. And it's like a mystery. I'm a few pages in, but I haven't picked up this book yet because I'm lazy and I've been in a reading slump since Love Letters to the Dead because I really don't know what happened in that book. But yeah, I'll let you know what I thought of it as I finish it. Next I have a book that I was really apprehensive but excited to read, and it is Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion, and it's a zombie book, and I have seen the movie first, and it's with Nicholas Hoult, and he is just beautiful, just a beautiful human being. And I had never read zombie books or anything like that, so I really didn't know what to expect. I loved the movie, but I didn't know if the book was going to be as good as or anything like it. But I really loved this book. I gave it 4.5 stars. It talks about the life of R, a zombie. He lives in a world in which a zombie plague is out and there have been lots of people infected, and if a zombie bites you, you become a zombie. But zombies mainly like to eat people for food, but the best part is eating their brains. Because when a zombie eats your brain, they get your memories and your feelings, things that they can't feel because they are zombies, and they feel a little bit alive. And in this book we can see that R has lots of humanity inside of him, and it's such a great book, and it's strangely uplifting. Like, I felt like I should go out and do something and hug a puppy or something when I finish this book. It's really good. My only problem with it is the cursing, and I don't know, it's a little bit disgusting. In the movie I also couldn't watch the eating scenes, but it's a great book. Now I'm going to talk about the books I got in the mail that hadn't been released in Brazil, so I asked my mom's cousin to buy them for me. And in my unboxing video I noticed that I didn't make any sense, so I'll try to give you a better synopsis of the books. I'm going to start with a book that I've already read and it was amazing, like one of my new favorites. It's so freaking good, and it is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and it's in hardcover. It's so pretty. Okay, focus. This book talks about Kath. She's an introvert and she writes fan fiction about this book series called Simon Snow, which would be similar, really similar to Harry Potter. And she loves writing, and she has thousands of hits on her fan fiction and a lot of people reading it. It's almost like she has a fan base. But fan fiction is like her comfort zone, because in real life she has lots of family issues with a father that's a bit unstable, and her mom left when she was 8. But in her family there is also her best friend, which is her twin sister named Ren. And Ren and Kath are going to college this year, and Kath and Ren have always shared the room, have always been everywhere together. But this year Ren doesn't want to share a room with Kath. She feels like she wants to be not the twin sister. She wants to be a person all by herself, if you know what I mean. And Kath is left alone to this new world of college and so many things that is new to her, and she goes through it basically alone. But it's such a cute and heartwarming book. It has some deep and kind of sad parts, but it's so great. I read it in one day and it was, I love it so much. It's so good. You should totally read it if you haven't. The next book is the one that I'm kind of currently reading, because I'm kind of currently reading like 10 books, but I'm just giving attention to different books. I don't know why, we all do it. But anyway, it's My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick, and it's another contemporary, just as in Fangirl. And this book also talks a lot about family issues. The main character is a girl named Samantha, and she lives with her bigger sister and her mom. Her dad also left when she was little, I think. I don't know, I haven't gotten into that part of the story. But her mom is a really cold and rigid person, and Samantha really isn't all about that life, so she usually catches herself peeking at the neighbor's house because Her neighbors have a huge family, 10 people, 2 parents and 8 kids, and they are so different from her family, and she loves it. She feels like it's her own TV show watching her neighbors, which is kind of creepy. But then one day she talks to this guy named Jace, who is the 3rd oldest kid from the next house, and they begin talking, and I feel like there is going to be romance because they are kissing in the cover. And this book talks a lot about family and family issues, and I will let you know what I thought of it as I finish it. And last, I have Ruby Red and Sapphire Blue, the 2 first volumes of the Ruby Red trilogy. And this is a time travel trilogy in which the main character Gwen is 16 and she thinks she can't time travel because her family is really obnoxious and stuff, and there is a time traveling gene running in her family, in the female side of her family, and she always thought that the gene had skipped her because that's what everyone thought. So she doesn't know a thing about time travel, but one day she starts time traveling by accident and she can't control it. So she goes in all those adventures, and it's really hard for her because she has to learn everything in the hard way, and she has an annoying traveling partner that she doesn't like, but he's like super hot. I'm thinking they will be together at one point. But I'm really excited to read these books, and Sapphire Blue is hardcover. I love hardcovers. But yeah, those are the books that I got for my birthday. I hope you had a good time watching this video and I could recommend something to you. And thank you to everyone who gave me birthday presents and books and stuff. I really appreciate it. So thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you later, and bye!